Have you ever wondered what the end of the world looks like? In Norse mythology, it has a name, Ragnarök, Taze. This isn't just any apocalypse. It's a prophesied, cataclysmic showdown, a final, brutal war between the gods and the giants. It's the twilight of the gods, a story so epic it has inspired everything from blockbuster movies to video games. But what really is Ragnarök? It's who fights, who falls, and what comes after the smoke clears. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of this legendary saga, unraveling the prophecies, the betrayals, and the earth-shattering battles that define the end of the Norse cosmos. So grab your battle axe and get ready, because we're about to witness the epic saga of Ragnarök. To understand the end, we must first look at the beginning of the end. Ragnarök doesn't just happen overnight. It's preceded by a series of grim omens and signs, a 3-year-long winter known as Fimbulwinter. Imagine a world plunged into darkness and cold, with no summer, no spring, no harvest. The sun and moon are devoured by the giant wolves Skoll and Hati, plunging the cosmos into an eternal twilight. Morality crumbles. Brother turns against brother. Families are torn apart by greed and violence, and the bonds of kinship, the very fabric of society, dissolve into chaos. This isn't just a cold spell, it's the world unraveling at its seams, a chilling prelude to the carnage to come. The gods in Asgard see these signs and know their time is short. The golden rooster Galinkambi crows to awaken the gods, while another rooster crows in hell, the realm of the dead. The warning has been sounded. The final battle is inevitable. As Fimbulwinter's icy grip tightens, the very chains that hold the greatest threats to the gods begin to break. Deep within the earth, the monstrous wolf, Fenrir, son of Loki, tazes his magical fetters, his howls shaking the foundations of the world. At the same time, the world serpent, Jormungandr, another of Loki's children, rise in the depths of the ocean. His colossal movements create tidal waves that flood the lands, and he rises from the sea, spewing venom that poisons the air and water. And then there's Loki himself, the trickster god, imprisoned for his role in the death of Baldur, finally breaks free from his torment. Filled with vengeance, he sails from the underworld on Naglfar, a horrifying ship made from the uncut fingernails and toenails of the dead, leading an army of the damned. From the fiery realm of Muspelheim, the fire giant Surtur emerges, brandishing a sword that burns brighter than the sun, ready to set the world ablaze. The enemies of the gods are gathering, a tide of chaos and destruction poised to storm the gates of Asgard. Faced with this overwhelming onslaught, the gods of Asgard prepare for their final stand. Heimdall, the ever-watchful guardian of the Bifrost Bridge, sounds the Jallarhorn. Its powerful blast echoes through all 9 realms, a solemn call to arms. The Aesir gods, led by the All-Father Odin, don their armor. Odin, mounted on his 8-legged steed Sleipnir, wields his spear Gungnir. He knows his fate, foretold by prophecy, yet he rides bravely into battle. Alongside him is Thor, the mighty god of thunder, his hammer Mjolnir held tight, his eyes fixed on his ancient nemesis, the serpent, Jormungandr. Tyr, the one-handed god of war, prepares to face the hound of hell, Garm. Freyr, the noble god of fertility, Akia, tragically finds himself without his magic sword, which he gave away for love, and must face the fiery giant Surtur with only an antler. It's the greatest heroes of humanity, the Einherjar from Valhalla, march out to fight beside their gods. The battlefield is set on the plains of Vigrid, a vast expanse where the final, cataclysmic clash will take place. The battle begins with a ferocity that shakes the cosmos. Odin, the All-Father, charges directly at his prophesied doom, the monstrous wolf, Fenrir. The battle between the king of the gods and the giant wolf is fierce, but the prophecy holds true. Fenrir's jaws open so wide they stretch from the earth to the sky, and he swallows Odin whole, a tragic end for the wisest of the gods. But vengeance is swift. Odin's son, Vidar, the silent god, confronts the beast, wearing a special shoe made from the scraps of leather saved by cobblers throughout time. He steps into Fenrir's lower jaw, grabs the upper jaw with his bare hands, and rips the monster apart, avenging his father in a display of raw, primal strength. The battlefield is a chaotic scene of personal duels, each one a story of fate and fury. Meanwhile, another epic confrontation unfolds. Thor, the champion of Asgard, finally faces his archenemy, the world serpent Jormungandr. Their rivalry is ancient, and their final battle is legendary. Thor, in a fit of divine rage, strikes the serpent's head with a mighty blow from Mjolnir. The massive creature thrashes in its death throes, but as it dies, it spews a torrent of deadly venom all over the god of thunder. Thor, triumphant but fatally poisoned, stumbles back 9 paces before collapsing, dead. The strongest of the gods falls, having defeated his nemesis but succumbing to its poison, a perfect, tragic balance of victory and defeat. Elsewhere on the battlefield, the one-handed god Tyr battles Garm, the hellhound guarding the gates of hell. They are a grim match, and in the end, they kill each other, another pair of fated enemies meeting their end. The trickster god Loki, the catalyst for so much of this destruction, meets his own destiny in a duel with Heimdall, the guardian of the Bifrost. The two have a long history of animosity, and their final fight is bitter. They are evenly matched, and in a final, desperate clash, they impale each other, both falling dead. It's a fitting end for Loki, brought down by the very god whose duty it was to watch for his treachery. With the major gods and their primary foes falling one by one, the final act of destruction begins. The fire giant Surtur, having defeated the swordless Freyr, now stands unopposed. He unleashes the full power of his flaming sword, engulfing the entire world in fire. Asgard crumbles, the Bifrost bridge shatters, and the great world tree, Yggdrasil, shudders and groans. The earth sinks beneath the boiling waves, and all is darkness and silence. The battle is over. The old world is gone. Ragnarök is complete. But is this truly the end? In the Norse Saga, destruction paves the way for rebirth. After the fire and the flood, a new world, green and beautiful, emerges from the sea. The sun has a daughter, even more beautiful than her mother, who takes her place in the sky, bringing new light and warmth. A handful of gods survive the apocalypse. Odin's sons, Vidar and Vali, return. Thor's sons, Modi and Magni, also survive, and they inherit their father's mighty hammer, Mjolnir, a symbol that strength and protection will endure. Most poignantly, Baldur, the gentle and beloved god whose death set Ragnarök in motion, returns from the underworld, reconciled with his blind brother Hodor, who killed him. A new era of peace and light begins. From the ashes of humanity to mortals, Leif and Lifthrasir, who hid within the trunk of Yggdrasil, emerged to repopulate the new earth. The cycle of destruction and creation is complete. Ragnarök is not just an end, but a violent, necessary cleansing that allows a new, better world to be born. It's a powerful message of hope, resilience, and the endless cycle of life, death, and rebirth. So there you have it, the epic, brutal, and ultimately hopeful saga of Ragnarök. It's a story that reminds us that even in the face of absolute destruction, there is always the promise of a new dawn. What do you think is the most epic part of this story? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into mythology, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tales from the ancient world. See you next time.